what you got or no?
No.
No? Okay.
I was going to talk about the great team effort tonight by the Sox.
Yeah, I mean, it was a total team effort, and they worked so hard to get to this point, and they didn't get denied. The whole series was a tough one. Those guys, they played great. They pitched well. We just kept grinding and put good at bats and start putting better at bats. And the bullpen did an amazing job. We went to some guys that they haven't pitched in a while, right? Martin and Witt. We used Eduardo and Nick, and a great win. It was fun to watch from the dugout. It was fun. You could feel the momentum building, and we're just happy to advance to the next round. And that's a special group over there. We went through a lot, over 162 games, and to be able to do it, it's a great feeling.
Can you talk about Devers and Alex Verdugo, please?
Yeah, I mean, Rafi, he's been, I don't want to say he's been off, right? But chasing some pitches, whatever. Right away, when he went the other way in the first inning, we felt that it was going to be a great night for him. Just stay humble with your approach and do things that, just control the strike zone and use the whole field. And that's what he did. He's an amazing talent. He's been there, done that, right? No moment is big for him. He was able to slow down the game again and had an amazing night. And Doogie, he hit the ball the other way. He stayed on a breaking ball. He hustled to second on a ground ball by Christian. He's safe. That's a huge run right there. That was huge. And when we do pay attention to details and we do things that way, good things happen. And both of them, they were amazing for us tonight.
What's new with JD?
He twisted actually his ankle on the way to right field. He stepped on the bag and he twisted the ankle. He grinded that inning defensively. But today it was a weird game, man, because you're managing today, right? But then you see what's going on in front of you, and it's like, wow, this is not going our way, and there's different scenarios that can happen, right? So you're trying to stay on the present, but thinking in the future, which is tough to do, But we took him out. Iggy did a good job, we got 2 hits, played good defense, and the guys step up, and that's what we do, somebody goes down, somebody has to come in and do the job, and tonight was really good.
Will he be ready Tuesday?
I don't know. We'll know that. We'll know more later on. I mean, tomorrow.
Okay.
Alex, I know you're talking about the team and the big picture at this point, but the camera showed you being pretty emotional after the final out in the dugout. If you could reflect on what this means to you personally, given all you've been through the last 2 years.
It means a lot, and I would think about my family. I put them in such a horrible spot last year, and for me, I can deal with it. I can deal with it. And but for them was pretty tough, and the support system that I have is amazing. Angelica, Camila, the boys, Jerriel, my mom, my sisters. Today was the first time I talked to my brother in probably like 10 days. He was trying to stay away from the whole thing, but I felt I needed to talk to him this morning. And everybody, they've been amazing, and this is for them. They suffer a lot, and I know they're enjoying this. They're having a blast. They love this team, and that's what I was thinking about. And obviously, the group here, ownership and the players and everybody that is involved in this this day in and day out operation. They've been amazing, and there's a lot of work to do still, but it was more for them than me. I think they deserve this, and I know they're enjoying it.
Alex, you've said several times during the year that nothing seems to come easy for this team, and this game sort of was just like a lot of the season for you.
Yeah, it was. Chris wasn't sharp, right, and I think he came off his mechanics towards the end. Sawamura with the big double play. Garrett, bases loaded, the slow roller to score, and then that pitch to Avila, and they stay in the middle of the zone, and then they score. And but every time I look up, it's like it's only the fourth inning, it's only the fifth inning. It was like, wow, we still got plenty of time, to come back. And they put good at bats. They did a tremendous job just staying up the middle. Kyle and Doogie and Rafi. And when we do that, we become a good offensive team. There was a lot of swings and misses today. We struck out a lot, but at the end, they put some good at bats together, and we ended up winning the game.
Alex, how much fun was it to bring back the concept of the rover for the first time in a few years and see what Eddie and Nick were able to do in those spots?
Yeah, it was one of those that the other guys, although they were available, we felt like that was our best option. And it was a tough one too, just watching the scoreboard and thinking about what can happen, because UNC, I don't even know the score in Seattle, but you start looking, and what they've done the last 2 weeks has been amazing. And then I was like, man, I know Toronto won, and all of a sudden you look up and the Yankees won, right? So they're in, and then you see Seattle and like, man, they might come back, and we have to be very careful to what we do tonight. We want to win, but at the same time, we got to be careful with certain guys. And our 3 freshest, no, 4, right? Sawamura, Martin, Eddie, that was, it was his bullpen day, and Nick was ready to go. And Witt. So we went with our freshest arms, and he worked out. Eddie did an amazing job. Nick, slow it down after the first 3 pitches, right? And, Bushy and Walk and Jason, Christian Vasquez, oh my God, what a job he did this whole series, locked in behind the plate and calling pitches. The whole pitching department, they did an amazing job preparing, and it was great to see.
Alex, along the lines of the difficulty that you would have faced dealing with game 163 or game 164, how relieved are you to avoid those scenarios? And what does the idea of Red Sox Yankees one game winner take all on Tuesday at Fenway mean?
That's why I didn't talk about scenarios. I don't think, taking a quote from Tito, I'm not that smart, right? To go through the whole thing. We wanted to win. When this thing was in our hands, right? You win and you're in. You believe in the team, you believe in the group, and although it didn't look, promising in the beginning, you still feel like, yeah, we got a shot, and avoiding all that mess, great. And now we got the Yankees at home. They've done an amazing job against us in the second part of the season. We all know the numbers. We all know what they did to us a few weekends, 2 weekends ago, whatever it was. So we'll be ready. It should be fun. I think baseball enjoys it. I think our fans, will show up on Tuesday and make Fenway feel home. And we wanted to play at home. We for a lot of reasons, but at the same time, having that last at bat is always important. And it should be a fun atmosphere at Fenway Park. It should be great.
Alex, you had mentioned the Devers in the past about thriving on the big stage, going back to 2017. Can you talk a little bit about like that mentality and how he seems to be the right guy for these sort of moments?
It's just he's able to slow it down, and he enjoys it too. This morning, he showed up and he was playing cards, and we made a friendly bet on that match today with Man City and Liverpool. He was so relaxed. Although he doesn't know the players, he doesn't. He just knows that that we should pull for Liverpool. So but he actually picked the other team. But he was so relaxed, so calm. He works in his craft so hard, and he understands. And in certain situations, he's not going to get pitched. He hunts pitches in certain spots, and he got 2 good pitches to hit, and he didn't try to do too much. It seems like sometimes he's out of control. Start in that at bat, he swings at a breaking ball. He almost falls down and flips the bat and talks to himself and whatever. But then he was able to stay in the moment, I think it was 2 fastballs, and he got a pitch to hit, and he didn't try to do too much and crush it to center field.
Hey guys, just a couple more.
Alex, ¿qué pasó por tu mente, Alex, cuando viste ese último out, Boston llegando ya a lo que es la postemporada, en una temporada realmente que de altas y bajas, de muchos retos, con un equipo que ganó muchos partidos viniendo de atrás?
Sí, obviamente contento por la organización, los muchachos y todas las personas que tienen que ver con esta operación en el día a día. A la misma vez, pues, pensando en la familia. Obviamente los puse en una situación sumamente difícil el año pasado y sufrieron mucho y que ellos puedan disfrutarse de esto de la manera que los muchachos se lo están disfrutando es increíble. Y de verdad que eso es lo que había estado pensando todo el tiempo y decía, wow, esto va a ser chévere para todos nosotros, bien gratificante, un baño, ¿sabes? ¿Sabes? Es algo que trabajamos bien fuerte para eso y lo logramos, ¿verdad? Y yo creo que debemos sentirnos orgullosos de lo que logramos, de cómo lo hicimos y pues ahora celebrar y mañana pues prepararnos para lo que viene el martes.
¿Quién lanza el martes?
Nate.
All right, thank you guys. I'm going to bring players in.